Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Get Play Soon. Also, welcome to the episode 40 of Leetcode SQL 50 challenge. In case if you have no idea, in Leetcode SQL 50 challenge, there are 50 must to do SQL problems consisting of various topics and various problems. We are in the 40th episode where we are working on the last topic, that is advanced string functions or regular expressions or clauses. And in this video, we are going to check the third problem in this topic. In the previous episodes, we have covered a lot of problems and a lot of topics. So if you haven't watched them, then make sure you watch them. So without any further delay, let's get started. Delete duplicate emails. So in this question, delete duplicate emails, we basically have only one table, that is person table. It has two columns, ID column and email column. So each person has an unique ID like 1, 2, 3, etc. and the person's email address. Now we are supposed to write a solution to delete all the duplicate emails, keeping only one unique email with the smallest ID. So basically with different ID, same emails will be there. For example, ID 1, 2, 3 are having the same gps@gmail.com. 1 gps@gmail.com, 2 gps@gmail.com, 3 gps@gmail.com. So what is happening here? IDs are different, but emails are duplicate. Now in this case, what we are supposed to delete? We are supposed to delete the unique email, keeping only the smallest ID. So we are supposed to keep 1 gps@gmail.com and we are supposed to remove 2 and 3. So I hope you understood. Now they also told that for SQL users, we are doing it in SQL, right? So we need to make sure that we are supposed to write delete statement instead of a select statement. Generally, whatever we are showing in the output, we put it in the form of select, right? Whatever columns we are showing. So in this problem, we are not going to use the select statement, but we are going to use the delete statement. Let's see how to do that. They also gave a panda users that they are supposed to modify person in place. So we are not using pandas, we are only using SQL, so we can ignore this. Now after running your script, the answer shown is the person table. So in the output also, this table we need to mention without the duplicate emails. So the driver will first compile and run the piece of code, then show the person table. The final order of the person table does not matter. The order of rows doesn't matter. It can be returned in any order. Only thing to remember is smallest ID we need to keep, removing the duplicate emails. Second thing, instead of select, we are supposed to use delete thing. That's it. These are the only two things we are supposed to remember. Now let's look at an example. Here you can see we have person table 1, 2 and 3. You can see that john@example.com and here also john@example.com. So for ID 1 and 3, the email is duplicate, right? Now we are supposed to keep the smallest ID. Therefore in the output 1 should be present, 3 should not be present. So we will delete the third row. And the second is anyway unique, bob@example.com. So in the output, after removing the third, only 1 and 2 will be printed. 1 and 2 will be printed. Okay, now let's see how to write this code. As I already mentioned, instead of select, we are just replacing it with delete. So as you already know, we have only one table, person table. And what are we doing here? We are checking with the same columns. We are checking for the values belonging to the same column. Therefore, for easy comparison and everything, let's create alias. So how are we creating alias? The table name and alias 1, comma table name and alias 2. So P1 is one alias and P2 is one alias. Now we will put the condition. Where are we checking? Email, right? So therefore, whenever we are creating aliases or whenever we are joining table, we need to find the common connection or link, right? So p1.email is equals to p2.email. So for example, if we are checking for John, so John here we checking the first row, it will check, second row it will check, third row it will check. So if p1 is here, p2 will be 2 and 3, right? So p1 and p2. Now there is a logical operator we are using because we need to make sure we are supposed to delete the higher ID, keeping the smaller ID. Therefore, p1.id should be greater than p2.id. Okay, then we can take this p1 which is greater in ID and delete that, put it in delete here. we are using the logical operator AND because this should be true and this condition should also be true. So I hope you understand. I'll give you an example. For example, p1.email is looking at 3. Okay. Now p2.email is looking at 1. So this is 3 and this is 1. Then this p1 will be deleted. So third row will be deleted. For example, p1.email is equals to 1 here. John at the rate of p2.email is equals to 3 here. So for the first time when we are checking, 1 is not greater than 3. So therefore this will not work. So after checking 1 and 2, 1 and 3, this will not work. Again it will check everything. So 1 and 2 it will check doesn't work. 1 and 3 it will check doesn't work because 1 is not greater than 3. Now when we check 3 with 1, then only we will be removing 3 because here p1 should be greater so that we can delete the p1. I hope you understood the logic. I hope you understood how we solve the problem. In case you have any doubts, make sure you comment below. Thank you so much for watching till the end. We are actually left with 4 more problems in the Leetcode SQL 50 challenge. If you also solved all those things in your portal, then you will be getting this badge in Leetcode. So if you want this Leetcode SQL 50 badge, then make sure you follow all the videos and practice them. Alright then, thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.